one thing I've talked about all year with our team is that they need to have a desire to win that dominates, and I think that was very clear in this game. And I thought Zach came out and gave us a great outing. The first pitch he threw, I think, right? Am I right? It leaves the yard, and I'm just telling you, there's a lot of freshmen that would get rattled, and this guy to my right did not do that. This is one of the toughest players I've ever coached, one of the most gritty players I've ever coached. This guy right here, he did everything he could to help our team win. He even sped up his delivery a couple times and tried to quit pitch guys. This guy was doing everything for our team. So really proud of the way he attacked. And again, the guy's from the state of Indiana. I said this last time he pitched. That is not easy for a freshman to pitch against a bunch of guys from his own state with the season on the line, right? You guys have seen it in sports all the time. In football, in basketball, they make it too personal. This guy did not do that. You've seen that over and over. You guys have been following sports for a long time. He did not do that. All he cared about was us and doing what his team could win, and I'm glad we got the win for him.
We'll now open up to questions for today's winning pitcher, Zach Thompson. Questions for Zach only, please, at this time. Jerry.
Zach, what does go through your mind when your first pitch is hit over the fence?
You just have to flush it. I mean, it wasn't my best pitch, and they ambushed it, so I just had to go back to my plan and keep attacking the bottom of the zone and let my defense work.
Brian.
Difference between tonight and a month ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever, what was it?
I had the same game plan going in, and then there towards the end, I started to lose it a little bit, and my defense was really picking me up. They were making great plays. I mean, I was able to just kind of fill up the zone and let my defense work. When our offense puts up, what did we put up, 13, 14 runs today? It makes it a lot easier.
Brian.
What were your thoughts on facing your home state team?
I mean, it's always fun to compete against a bunch of guys you know. I mean, I know probably 8 or 9 of those guys. I was close with that coaching staff. So it's always fun to compete against somebody you know, and as long as you don't make it too personal, it's still just baseball.
What sort of recruiting interest did Indiana show?
I mean, they recruited me as hard as anybody else, and you know, I really like those guys, but I felt like Kentucky was my next home.
Brian.
What do you feel coming in, knowing season's on the line, and you have to do what you have to do?
I mean, it's still just a game of baseball. Can't take it any lighter than any other game, and you can't take it too serious because then you tense up and you make bad pitches. So I just approached it like any other game.
Logan Sowers scored that 3 home runs yesterday. What was your approach towards him?
I didn't have any special approach for anybody. I just stuck with my game plan and worked to my strengths.
Any other questions for Zach? John?
Zach, how aware were you of needing to go deep into this game to kind of save the pin for what you got to do for the next 2 years?
I was definitely aware. I knew coming in that, I mean, we're a little short on pitching with how many guys we've thrown this week and with how many games we want to play going forward this week. So I just tried to do my best to compete and give my team a chance to win.
Anything else? Thank you, Zach. You're dismissed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll now open the floor to questions for Kentucky head coach Nick Migione. Brian.
Finally got those hits with runners on base, runners in scoring position. That had not happened as much lately. That had to be a huge icebreaker.
Guys, I know you guys talked a lot about that, but you don't lead the SEC in non-offensive categories if you don't have a team that can hit in scoring position. So for me, it was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time. You don't do that in this league against this type of pitching if you don't have the personnel to do it. So for me, it was just a matter of time.
Jerry?
Giving up 5 runs in the 9th, is that meaningless in the big picture? What does that mean, if anything?
It didn't mean anything to me. We won the game.
Nick, I know you're focused on your team right now, but speaking of the SEC, all 8 teams are still in it with a chance to advance. How does that validate how good your team was and what they were able to accomplish during the regular season?
Yeah, you know, I told our guys multiple times this week how proud our coaching staff is of them because, and I think if we all were really honest with ourselves and that you guys did a self-evaluation of yourselves the same way we do, I don't think there was a lot of people in this room that picked them and to do much. And that's okay because I believe you have to earn it. And I just told them no matter what, I want them to play free and loose because at the beginning of the year, that's how we played. No one gave us a chance. Nobody. I mean, I don't when I say nobody besides us, I don't think anybody thought the University of Kentucky would be hosting a regional and have a chance to play for a super regional and chance to go to Omaha. So the message has been just how proud I am of them for what they've been able to accomplish, and more importantly, the way they represented the University of Kentucky. I'm just really proud of them, the way they've done that. So, you know what, even Austin Keene in the dugout, he built this funny cap of cups, and I'm about to go tell my team he built that thing one cup at a time. And that's how we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to win this pitch, then we're going to have to win the inning, then we're going to have to win a game, and that's how we're going to do it. Just the same way he's built that, same cap, one cup at a time.
Joe, do you have a starter in mind for tonight, and how important was that to kind of save a few of those arms?